The Australian forest, a sprawling cathedral of eucalyptus and gum trees, breathes in the cool air of late afternoon. Sunlight, now turned a soft, buttery gold, filters through the canopy in fragmented shafts, dappling the dry leaf litter on the ground below. A gentle wind whispers through the slender leaves, carrying the faint, medicinal scent of eucalyptus and the dry perfume of the earth. But this deep, familiar quiet holds a new tension. Standing in a small clearing, two powerful shapes have emerged. They are not deer, nor are they wallabies contentedly grazing. These are great grey kangaroos, titans of this woodland realm, and they have eyes only for each other. They stand erect, impossibly tall on their massive hind legs, their powerful tails acting as a third leg, a sturdy tripod on the uneven ground. One is a mature male, his chest broad and his muscles etched with the experience of many seasons. His fur is a thick, rugged grey, scarred in places from past encounters. The other is younger, leaner, but with a vibrant energy that crackles in the still air. He has not yet reached his full size, but his ambition is plain to see in the way he holds his head, his dark eyes locked onto the older male. The air between them feels charged, heavy with unspoken challenge. The usual sounds of the forest, the distant cackle of a kookaburra, the rustle of a skink in the undergrowth, seem to fall away, absorbed by the gravity of this impending confrontation. It is a moment of pure, primal stillness, a silent negotiation that can only end in one way. The quiet feels sharp, almost painful, a drawn breath before the inevitable explosion of action. For an observer, happening upon such a scene feels like stumbling into a secret, ancient theater. The forest, usually a place of serene, understated life, is about to become an arena. The kangaroos are so perfectly adapted to this environment, yet seeing them poised for such raw conflict among the tranquil trees is a startling juxtaposition. They are not merely animals, they are actors in a drama that has played out for millennia. Their bodies are tensed springs, their gazes unwavering. Every subtle shift of weight, every flick of an ear is a signal, a question, and a threat. The older boomer lets out a low, guttural cough, a sound that barely disturbs the air but carries immense weight. The younger male shifts his feet, kicking a small puff of red dust into the golden light, a gesture of nervous defiance. The stage is set. The moments tick by, each one stretching into an eternity. This is not a fight born of malice, but of necessity. The older male leans forward slightly, a subtle invitation. The younger one accepts. The kangaroos that engage in these dramatic contests are almost always the males known colloquially as boomers, or sometimes bucks. They are physically magnificent creatures, built for power and endurance. A mature male eastern grey-red kangaroo can stand over 2 meters tall when fully erect, a height that rivals many humans. Their bodies are a testament to evolutionary engineering, with a muscular composition that is both unique and formidable. The upper body, though less massive, carries strong, sinewy forearms that, in a fight, become grappling hooks and battering rams, used to clutch, push, and unbalance. Their chests are broad and powerful, a wall that can absorb significant impact. The true source of their power lies in their lower body, enormous hind legs and long, elastic tendons that store and release energy with remarkable efficiency. In combat, these legs transform into devastating weapons. A well-aimed kick can break bones or cause internal injuries. A long, sharp claw on the large toe acts like a dagger. Their thick, muscular tail is crucial for balance at speed and when standing upright to fight. At the heart of nearly every serious kangaroo brawl is the primal drive to reproduce. The most intense and dangerous fights are typically waged over access to females. The winner secures immediate chances to mate and reinforces high status for future opportunities. Beyond mates, fights maintain power within the mob's hierarchy. Rank dictates access to the best grazing, the safest resting spots, and the attention of females. In drought, competition intensifies. Prime grass and reliable water become assets worth defending. A dominant male may fight to protect his mob's access, driving away outsiders. Some confrontations are simply about space. An unwelcome intrusion can spark a quick altercation. These skirmishes remind neighbors of boundaries. From a brief scuffle to an all-out war, every fight is communication, raw, honest negotiation of power, rights, and boundaries in the wild Australian bush. A kangaroo fight is not a chaotic flurry of random blows. It follows a structured, almost ritualistic pattern, beginning with intense posturing. They stretch to full height, puff their chests, and circle warily, testing resolve. Sometimes this display alone is enough for the less confident male to retreat. If neither concedes, the posturing escalates into grappling. They lock arms, push, and test strength like human wrestlers, gripping shoulders or necks to unbalance. They lean back on powerful tails to throw full weight into the struggle, punctuated by low grunts and growls. The fight turns dangerous when boxing gives way to kicking. They lift both feet, lashing out with one or both legs, aiming to wind or force retreat. A blur of kicks, with biting at ears or necks and forearm jabs to face and chest. The ordeal may be brief or prolonged. It ends when one has had enough. He retreats while the victor stands tall, not pursuing. To witness a kangaroo fight is to be immersed in a raw, multi-sensory experience. The first thing to register is the sound, the heavy rhythmic thump of massive feet on dry ground. There is the wet, fleshy slap as they grapple, and the deeper thud as a kick lands, a percussive beat absorbed by muscle and bone. Interspersed are low, guttural grunts and coughs from deep within their chests. Against the green and brown of the bush, their grey fur stands out. Dust and leaves rise, swirling into a hazy halo around their legs. The dust catches the slanted light, cinematic chaos revealed. Muscles ripple, sinews tense like cables just before a strike. Ears flatten in aggression, teeth may flash in a bid to bite. Impacts send subtle tremors through the ground. Then suddenly, silence. The loser hops away. The winner stands panting as the forest's equilibrium returns. These dramatic confrontations are not confined to wide open plains. They occur across Australia's forests and woodlands, from dense wet sclerophyll along the Great Dividing Range, through Queensland and New South Wales, to drier eucalyptus woodlands in Victoria and South Australia. Kangaroos adapt to life among trees, shade, varied forage, and cover. Fights often unfold in natural clearings or along forest edges on the leaf-littered floor. Crepuscular by nature, mobs wake at dawn and dusk as heat abates. The soft fading light frames stark silhouettes of combat. Terrain shapes choreography. Roots trip, trunks brace, and rocks redirect movement. In tight clearings, less room to retreat can intensify confrontation. Sound is contained and amplified by trees. Echoes ripple through the bush as birds hush and wallabies freeze. The forest becomes an amphitheater. In the world of kangaroos, size is decisive. A boomer can be truly imposing. Eastern greys reach around 70 kilograms. Reds can exceed 90, dense muscle, not fat. Height and posture advertise strength, health, and genetic fitness. Often, size alone settles contests before a blow is thrown, but age and experience matter. Veterans trade explosive speed for wisdom and technique. They read subtle cues, conserve energy, and strike for maximum effect. A young adult in his prime is fast, agile, and brimming with ambition. Spectacular matchups pit explosive energy against calculated power. Sometimes the challenger succeeds. More often, superior tactics prevail. Not all fights are high stakes. Adolescents spar to learn balance, grapple, and deliver or absorb blows, preparing for future challenges. Encountering a kangaroo fight in the wild is breathtaking, but demands caution and respect. Maintain a significant distance, at least 50 meters, if not more. These are powerful, unpredictable animals engaged in serious conflict. Stay quiet, minimize movement, and do not intervene. If you find yourself too close, retreat calmly and slowly. Never run. Avoid direct eye contact that could be read as a challenge. Put a large object between you and the animals, then back away. If your presence alters their behavior, you are too close. Move further away. Observe from afar to witness without harm or risk. Remember, we are visitors in their world. Behave with humility and caution. The conclusion of a kangaroo fight is abrupt. The defeated male breaks away and hops off. He moves with a lowered head and vanishes among the trees. The victor rarely gives chase. He stands tall, watching. Remarkably, he soon grazes, another display of dominance and control. The mob relaxes, the social order reaffirmed. The loser tends to wounds, some superficial, some more serious. He rests at the periphery, status diminished, for now. The victor too must heal and remain vigilant. Birds resume their evening songs, insects begin their chorus. The forest reverts from violent arena to tranquil order, one moment in the grand cycle of survival. To witness the raw power of a kangaroo fight and the serenity that follows is to glimpse nature's balance. It is a realm of constant negotiation, of struggle and survival. Each grapple, kick, and grunt is part of a story written by evolution. Their conflicts intersect with our world. Habitat loss, expanding agriculture, urbanization, and shifting climate increase stress. Our stewardship matters. Conservation can ease the pressure. These fights are not spectacles for entertainment, but the serious business of life. Keep your distance, move slowly, and leave no trace. Acknowledge their rules, their dramas, their resolutions. We are fleeting visitors. As the last light fades and the victor grazes under the rising moon, the forest returns to its timeless rhythm. The next heavy thump you hear is nature's order being tested and confirmed, a page turning in the ancient story of the forest.